AFC North, and it's the Steelers. The Steelers, man, they 4-1, 4-1 right now. They had a bye week. 4-1. They're finding ways. Like I said, this on R2 show. They don't have no MVP candidates. Nobody like really. DK having a good season. I will say that, but nobody really sticking out like that. But they're finding ways to win every single time. So AJ, they're 4-1. I think they're second in the AFC behind the Colts.
Hmm.
Are the Steelers contenders or pretenders?
This is a really hard question from me. I'll keep it short though. Um, my trepidation with the Steelers is I feel like I've seen this story before. I haven't seen this story with Aaron Rodgers, but I've seen this story with Justin Fields, and I've seen this story with Russell Wilson, of the Steelers starting off real hot. They look real good in the beginning of the season, and then like midway through the season, into towards the playoffs, they start to totter, whether it be because of injuries, or whether it be because of chemistry or the quarterback play, because they normally grab a older quarterback, with the exception of Fields, right? They only got some older quarterback in there. The age kind of kick in, and they start to slowly kind of decline as the year goes, right? Maybe injuries and wear and tear kind of piles up, and it starts to decline. So that's what's in the back of my mind when I watch the Steelers. I'm going to say, and I'm going to kind of cheat with this question if I'm going to be honest. I'm going to say they are closer to contenders than they are pretenders. That's what I'll say.
Okay.
I can't fully go all in on them as contenders because of recent history. What I keep seeing, 9-8, 10-6. I keep saying, or 9-7, whatever it is, 10-6, and then they get bounced in the first round. Those are not contending years, in my opinion. Those are playoff years, but those are not contending years. But I think they're closer to being contenders than pretenders because, number one, the defense started the season off very slow, right? They had a rough game against the New York Jets, to start this season off. They had another rough game. I'm missing it up in here. It's in here somewhere. Had another
What?
rough game
What
earlier
they
on in the
won?
season where
They,
I think they lost. I can't find it.
oh, the Seahawks.
Yes. Thank you. They had a rough game against the Jets. They had a rough game against Seattle as well, where they
And the
lost,
Patriots.
and the Patriots. But Patriots only put up 14.
Patriots put
So
up
even
over
a,
5 times.
that's true, that's true. But I
And they
mean,
won
who
by,
gets credit for it?
you know what I'm saying? They put up 5 turnovers and won by a touchdown.
That's true. That's true. But what I'm saying is,
I got you. I
I
got you. Go
get
ahead.
yeah, I give the defense, even though that's not sometimes the Patriots was making a lot of just mistakes. But I will say I give the Steelers credit defensively for getting those 5 turnovers at the end of the day, right? And
Yeah.
then since that game, I mean, you limited the Vikings, even though they had Carson Wentz in there. You limit them to 21 points. You limit the Browns to 9 points. So the defense, since the first 2 weeks of the season, has progressed, has played
Hmm.
better, has looked a little bit closer to the defense I expected them to be. Not amazing, still not exactly what I expected them to be, but a little closer to what I expected them to be. And Rodgers looked good.
He
Rodgers,
does.
now he don't look like Packers Rodgers to me, but Rodgers look. This is the Aaron Rodgers I expected in New York that we never got for real. But a few little short spurts. And so, with the defense playing decent and holding up their end of the bargain, and Aaron Rodgers playing well, the run game is going effectively right. I got Warren in 2 fantasy leagues. He's doing pretty well for me, helping me. I think I'm 5-1 in the R2L league in first place. But that's a conversation. We can
You're
say that
right. Shout
another
out to you.
day. So it's a conversation for another day, man.
Shout out
So
to
we
you.
we went from the bottom to the middle of the
Ah,
pack, one year to the next year. So now we at the top. That's how you progress. That's how you progress. That progression kind of looked like
ah.
Jalen Hurts and the Eagles playoffs. Super. I'm just saying. Anyway. Like I was saying.
Well, I know you gonna
Like
say
I was
that.
saying,
That's
hey,
crazy.
it just crossed my mind. Like, wait, hold on, that kind of feel like Philadelphia and Jalen Hurts. But anyway, like I was saying before, you know, right now I like what I'm seeing from Aaron Rodgers. I like what I'm seeing from the defense. Warren is playing well. The connection between DK and Aaron Rodgers is starting to click. It was started off a little slow, but it's starting to click now. Someone else I have on my fantasy team in the R2L league, DK. Probably need to give him some more minutes these days. But anyway, I like what I see from them. I need to see more. They got the Bengals coming up. They got the Rams. They got the Packers coming up. They got the Colts coming up. They got the Chargers coming up. They got the Bears and the Bills coming up. So you got some opponents coming up that are playing good football at the moment, right? But I will give them closer to contenders than they are pretenders at the moment. That's my grade.
I like that because if one if zero was a contender, like you know what I mean, then again you
So
did it.
did.
I didn't beat your. Oh, he beat you. I mean,
I
you beat
got
him.
Tomo. I got
Yeah,
Tomo,
yeah.
bro. Like week one.
I don't think you ever. It's your first time ever beating him,
No,
right?
first time ever beating him, bro. First time ever beating him. Yes, bro. Yes.
And it's like
Yes.
y'all beating the Bucks that year too. But then y'all beat the
Yeah.
Bucks like
Yeah.
yeah, so like so if it's scale 1 through 10, right? And
Mm-hmm.
6 through 10 was contender, and 0 through 4 was pretender, and 5 was right in the middle, I would be a 6 or like a 5.5.
Me too. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at with it. Mm-hmm.
And it's because it's two reasons. Number one, the quarterback play is better than what we've seen since this since Big Ben. I'm gonna say that since Big Ben has not been Big Ben, this is probably the best quarterback play we've seen. Is it great quarterback play? Nah, it is above average, and they haven't had above average quarterback play for real. They had Russell Wilson had a couple of games here and there. Kenny Pickett, a couple of games getting there and there in his rookie year. But Aaron Rodgers, he's he's been very efficient and he's been taking care of the ball. And on critical moments, they were able to score touchdowns. Right. So that's that. And what concerns me is they haven't really played a like the Seahawks are a good team and they lost. You know what I mean? They lost to the Seahawks. They beat the Patriots. Don't get me wrong. The Patriots looking promising, but it just kills me that they won the turnover battle. I think it was 5. I don't know, it was 5-4. 5-0, and they won by one score. That's kind of like, you know what I mean? It's like y'all did that with us, and we won. But you always say if Hurst was there, it would have been a blowout. Like y'all give us 5 different extra opportunities, y'all get blown out. So the fact that they turned it over 5 times and they now them winning, now usually we'll say that that should be good because they're finding ways to win. But this has always been Mike Tomlin. The issue is when you get to the playoffs and you gotta play the Bills, you gotta play the Chiefs. If Lamar come back and they start cooking, you gotta play the Ravens. You gotta play these juggernauts where they gonna score some points. Can you keep up? And so far, they haven't shown that. Now, the Minnesota Vikings game, that encouraged me a little bit because that's a pretty good defense. And offensively, they were good. And then they just stalled out. And then the Vikings offense start cooking. You know what I mean? So they almost lost that game. But it's still early. But what I see so far, I'm going to say like a 5.56. I would like to see where they would be at come week 11. I want to see them play another division game against the Bengals on prime time. Green Bay, right? Green Bay is a good team. We're gonna see what's up with the Colts. The Colts gonna put pressure on them. The Colts and the Chargers. After those games, I want to see how they look. It's not about what the record is, because like you always say, at this time of the year, you want to stack wins, and that's what they doing. They stacking wins. They find a way to win, right? But I want to see how they look in that stretch, and that would give me a better viewpoint of where they really are for real.
What helps them, in my opinion, okay? I'm gonna. What helps them, in my opinion, is that division being so sorry too.
Whew.
You know, it
They
gives
winning
them
by a
cushion
mile.
that they gonna win it. They easily gonna win the division at this point. The Ravens is pretty much over with. The Bengals, they haven't won it. I'll give you credit. I thought the Bengals was gonna still be able to win some games without Burrow. This is where I'll eat some crow. Without Burrow, these boys cannot win a game. So got to get credit where it's due. Maybe I'm a little too harsh on Burrow. Maybe, just maybe. I'll have to revisit that at a later date. But what I will say is they cannot win a game without them. So right now they up. It's 4-1. Bengals 2-4. Ravens 1-5. Browns 1-5. I mean, it's
I
looking like
mean, it
it's
ain't
looking like
over
it's
yet.
over. To
It's
me,
looking like it, but
I think
I gotta
I,
wait.
I think something catastrophic going. Something catastrophic would have to happen, bro. In
But you
order
gotta
for
think about it.
because even if the only team I can see coming back and stealing it is the Ravens. But the way the Ravens are playing ball right now, defensively,
They
Lamar
were
could come
better against
back.
the Rams.
That's true. But will it be continuous? Will it continue that way? Is that an upward trend? Is it gonna be like how last year was, where they started off bad and they got better, or is that just a blimp right now?
But
I don't know. I
real
don't
quick
know.
though,
Mm.
they on a bye week right now, which is good.
Mm-hmm.
Lamar comes back. They got the Bears, the Dolphins, they got the Vikings, the Browns, the Jets, the Bengals. But their schedule get a little iffy. Their schedule get a little thin right now. And then they got the Steelers, then the Bengals again, then the Patriots, then the Packers and the Steelers. So like,
Lamar comes back after the bye.
yes, bruh. If they win, if they just win, if they can beat the Bears, Dolphins, Vikings, and Cleveland. Right there, they're 4-4.
Bro, I ain't gonna.
Sorry. 5-5 right there. They 5-5. Boom. And then after that, they got the Steelers. If the Steelers take two, the Steelers could possibly lose to Green Bay.
Possibly.
They could possibly lose to the Chargers, and they could probably lose to the Colts, bro. They
But
just
see,
they go ahead.
my issue is, bro, the Ravens' margin of error is so slim though.
It is.
Like it's this we watching the NFL right now. The Eagles just went out there and got smoked by the Giants. The Commanders just went out there and lost to the Bears. The Bills then lost two straight. Like teams that we think are gonna just steamroll over teams that they should win or they should beat, it ain't happening right now.
The
And
Ravens
it's
did that
early.
though. The
Did
Ravens
what?
did that. Like they lost to the Bills, and don't forget when they lost to the Bills, bro. The Bills are a good team. They put up 40 on the Bills. They lost
That's
to the
true.
Lions. The Lions are a good team. They put up 40 on the Lions. I think it was
No,
40,
they put up 30.
30. They lost to the Chiefs. Chiefs are all right, but when they played a bad team, the Browns, they blew them out.
That's true. That's true,
That's all.
Joe.
That's all. That. Look, I'm with you to say that. I'm not gonna say they're the favorites. It's like I'm not gonna count them out yet. Like I gotta see what Lamar look like when he come back. I got to.
I I got faith in Lamar as well. I think this season, if Aaron Rodgers is healthy and he continue to play the way he playing, they got their work cut out for them, bro. Because
They
I
do.
just feel like the Ravens are the type of team. They the type of team, bro, that they some of them games they supposed to win because of this defense. They'll drop some of them. They will drop some of them, bro. Lamar's margin of error and the offense's margin of error is so slim when he come back. He gotta now you gotta go. They lost 5 games. Go win out. You gotta go win out. Dang near. They dang near. Or you maybe you can lose one more game and be 11-6 and win a division. Maybe. Well, you know when you get around 10-6,
Dang, you
that's
right.
the
One more
Steelers'
game.
wheelhouse, bro. You know what I'm saying? Or 11-6. When we get around that 9-7, that's the Steelers' wheelhouse right there. That's where they live at. They ain't gonna get no worse than that. So it's
They live
like
by 10 and
their margin
7
of
and
error
11.
already, bro. Their margin of error with already 5 losses is like, bro, the maximum amount of losses y'all can take probably is one, maybe 2 more games. And the way this defense plays, yes, they had a good game against the Rams, but the way they play weekend, like the game before the Rams, they gave up 44 to the Texans. 44. Now, granted,
But
I think one of those might have been a defensive touchdown. I gotta remember
some of that was a lack of offense too. Yeah, it was lack of offense,
that.
bro.
But 44 though, that's a lot of points, bro. So I don't know, bro. I would say I would put my money on the Steelers, bro, to win the division this year, bro. I would. I think if
44 is
Lamar
a
was,
lot.
that's a lot of points, bro. That's
But
a
the
lot of
Texans
points,
were
bro.
struggling.
Bro, that's a lot of
Oh
points,
man,
bro. That's a lot of points, bro.
by the Texans too. Oh my god.
You know, so it's like it's. I just personally feel like if Lamar was healthy, I'd feel differently.
Oh, that too.
Obviously, yeah, and yes, the injuries play a factor.
They will be healthy. They should be getting healthy after the bye week too.
Okay. Like I said, if Lamar was healthy all
Tell you,
season, I feel
man.
differently. But right now, bro, they got 5 losses already, bro.
It's a lot.
That's like I don't know, bro.
If Lamar pull this off,
This would be
oh
crazy.
my god, Javon, you bet, Javon. They're not gonna let you live in the chat, bro.
Yeah, it'd be over with,
They're
bro.
not gonna let you live in the chat, bro. Y'all gotta finish the job, bro.
It'd be over with, bro.
Oh my gosh. All right.
Let's
All
wrap
right,
it up, man.
yeah, it's right there. Yeah, fun show. Hey,
Yes, sir.